Last class we had started the last chapter, artificial intelligence and data science. Now the next topic we'll start today is AI and data. This is very important for all of you to know that whenever you visit different sites, you leave some digital prints behind. And based on that, the data is collected by means your machines, and that data is means processed to find out some future trends and all. So whenever you surf the data or you find out something on the internet, don't forget to clear your browsing history and all. Then also there are AI algorithms which collects that data and they use it. So it's difficult to be away from that. So how they collect it and how it is analyzed, let's learn about that. AI is your artificial intelligence. So while browsing, we leave a trail of data behind us which describes our browsing habit or trend. This browsing habit makes out browsing signature, that is known as browsing signature or fingerprint, which we left behind while browsing data. Imagine the size of this data about all the people who are online now and then. So many people are doing it. So the amount of data which is collected is a huge data. Okay. And AI algorithms compile such huge data chunks from millions of visitors daily and churn out the intelligent results out of it. This process of analyzing enormous or the huge data, big data, to find useful trends in visitors' browsing habits is called analytics. So you all have understood what is analytics. Huge amount of data is collected and AI algorithms compile those data to find the useful trends, like what is going to be the future market, what type of trend is going to be there according to the data collected. So that process is known as analytics. Machines understand data in the form of numbers only. You all know that digital computers are there and they all understand the data in the form of numbers, zeros and ones. All the data collected from various sources is not in numeric form. Data is converted in a suitable form for using it to teach the AI or machine learning algorithms. Actually, whatever machines are being created, those machines are fed with AI algorithms and those machines are trained to work accordingly in future. So whatever data collected, whether it is from video conferencing, an image or a voice call, whatever data collected in whatever format, it has to be converted to numeric format. The practices and techniques that collect and prepare the data for this purpose are called data science, which we had already read. Data science methods prepare the data sets to train the ML is machine learning algorithms, as well as to test their performance after training. As I told, that those machines have to be trained for this AI and all, so that they can work accordingly. Next is AI and visual data analytics. As I told, that data is understood in by the machines in number format. So how the data, if it is in some image format or in some colors and all, how it will be converted? Basically, what happens, that data which is collected from there means if manually, if I'll ask you make yellow color, you know that if you will mix green and blue, you will get yellow color. So based on that, we have some means combination of colors which are used for all the color combinations. Here most frequently used are RGB, which stands for red, green and blue, and another one which we have cyan, magenta, yellow and black, which stands for CM, the acronym for which is CMYK, and it is basically used by printers, and RGB is frequently used. Okay, so if I'll ask you to make yellow color, you know that these two colors have to be fixed. Same way, every color in computer is having a range from, means that intensity for RGB is 0 to 255, means total 256 colors. If you will make RGB, I had taught this in HTML chapter also. If I'll make R also as 0, G as 0 and B as 0, then the color which will come will be black. Same way, if the intensity of red will be 255, G will be 255 and B will be 255, it will come white. white. If I'll set R only as 255 and rest of the colors as 0, then it will come red. Same way for green, only G part will be set as 255 and red and blue will be set to 0. So this way different colors are created, and all together the number of color combinations, like if it is starting from 0 to 255, total number of colors it will be 256 for R, 256 for green and 256 for blue. So if you will multiply all these together, the total number of color combinations will be somewhere in this range. Okay. So this is how the color codes are converted to numbers. Next is, how does computer understands images? You know, every image in digital images are composed of tiny elements. It's not this much big. It's smaller than this. Just for your understanding, this image has been given in your book. So every area will be color coded. Like in first position it is blue. Then on this position it is white. This way computer converts the image to the color combinations, means the numbers or the digital data. Now how the language, this way we understood how computers convert colors to numbers, how images are converted to numbers, and finally we are going to learn how your language, when there is a voice call, how it is converted to numbers or machine form. So despite having big challenges getting machines trained in processing text, many achievements have been done in this field. Few popular ones we already know, such as digital assistants and chatbots are there. Like when you talk to Alexa, Alexa also understands the language in digital format, but when you speak, those signals are converted to digital format. Those are known as chatbots, or the way you use Google Talk and all. Others are classification of documents and organizing documents, handwriting recognition and analysis, text extraction from images, education and research sentiment analysis, finding out what customers think about what products by reading their online posts. Online posts like reviews and comments are being read by these algorithms to convert that to machine format. For above applications, machines need not to bother with all complex details of language grammar. For example, to figure out what a piece of text is talking about, machine needs to detect only main words and keywords. Whole sentence is not going to be detected. Only the main words will be done. Now, how is speech text conversion is done? Let's understand that part. Converting spoken word into text is a highly complex task, and it is accomplished in phases. So three phases are shown here. In the first phase, whatever you speak, it will be an analog signal, and then it will be converted to digital pulses. Digital pulses are only being understood by computer. So when we speak, that will be in analog form, means some signals like zigzags form will be there. Then it will be converted to digital pattern like this way. 0 at the bottom, it will be 0 at the top 1. This form it is converted. Then those digital signals are in the phase tool. Those digital signals are divided or broken down into tiny segments. Okay, and in the third phase, those segments are compared with the means words and phrases in the English dictionary, and whatever things are getting matched there, whatever words and phrases are getting matched, it will be replaced with that. So some example is given here, like if you have the segment like WHAUT, it will be hot. Then so all these combinations are given, all will be replaced by that, and then appropriate one will be taken into consideration. So this way how the voice is, whatever I am speaking now, it will be internally converted to digital format by using those three phases. First phase, I am speaking in the signal analog, it will be converted to digital. In the second one, the digital signal will be divided into tiny segments, and in the last one, those tiny segments will be compared with the words or phrases in English dictionary, and accordingly it will be replaced by those terms. Next is, what are the applications and uses of artificial intelligence? So many advantages are there. First one is predictive smart search. Whenever you are using a search engine, you must have noticed that when you type something on Google, automatically it shows you. I have to write like Artificial intelligence. When I start writing ART, automatically it shows you the combinations which can be there. So this is done with the help of AI. Next is product recommendations. Whenever you buy something online, your favorite book or running shoes, and see how similar books and shoes are recommended to you. When even in your inbox also, they will start reflecting that these are the combinations. I was searching for a phone on means Flipkart, and I was not knowing that similar kind of messages started popping up in my inbox. How come it happened? Because artificial intelligence algorithms are there, which they keep an eye and they track what I'm interested in, and according to the details are being sent to me. Then fraud detection and in prevention. There are many people who are try to hack they try to crack your data, they try to hack the data, and in between AI also works. If they show some wrong site, suppose instead of Flipkart the spelling is Flipkart, but the spelling now it is being shown to me Flipcart, and I have entered all my personal details, so AI will block that site for me for sometimes temporary, unless or until the verification is not done, it will block that site. So that way it help you to detect the fraud and try to prevent it. Then location and direction. You all have used that Google Maps and all, where you are going, which area is means more rush is there, another way to find out. All those things are being done with the help of AI only. Then sentiment analysis. We share tweets, messages, pictures, videos, and chats online. We know that. And based on that, AI algorithms classify the customers in different categories. Whatever I had posted on social site, based on that, AI algorithms will work and they will classify the customers or the people online in different categories, like potential customers, assess our satisfaction level, what we like, what we dislike. Accordingly, the customers are categorized. Then object detection. An AI algorithm detects faces to unlock devices and match fingerprints to access applications. You must have seen earlier that finger touch was not there in mobile phone. Then face unlocking, voice recognition. Behind all those things, AI is working. Okay. Then language processing. As I gave you the example of Alexa or Google, when we talk to Google, they respond to us. So behind that also AI is only working. Next is machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning, as I told, machines are basically trained to behave in particular situation, and for that algorithms are feeded into that, and once they are working correctly, they are also means their practical tests are being conducted. So all those will go under machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of AI, that is artificial intelligence. It involves feeding a machine with a lot of data, as I told, training data, and make it learn from that data to perform useful tasks such as identifying the objects, processing the text, classifying items, identifying patterns in data, and do predictions. Deep learning is an advanced form of machine learning. It works on the concept that are based on studies, like we have neurons in our human mind, same way artificial neurons, network of neurons are created, and they are made to work like human brains, and that is your deep learning. Okay, so on the same pattern, deep learning systems are based on the complex network of artificial neurons, as I told. Such a network is called ANN, or artificial neural network. And ANN is nothing but a computer algorithm doing some calculation on the data values fed to it. Deep learning is useful where accurate and precise predictions are needed, which make the AI system reliable. Now, what are the types of machine learning? Three are there basically. First one is supervised learning, where we provide some input and based on that we ask the machine to predict. Like I gave the input to the machine that it's cloudy, the temperature is very low, and I want to know whether it is about to rain or not. So I provided the input to the machine, some guidelines I provided, and then I want the machine to predict. So that will be supervised learning. The way you learn from books, your teachers and parents, that guidance is being provided. Same way, if machine is provided with some guidance input, then that type of learning will be supervised learning. Then another one is unsupervised learning, where we don't give any guidance, only we ask the machine, and then the prediction is provided by the machine without any guidance, then that will be unsupervised learning. Occurs when a machine is fed just with the data, it is not given any rules or guidance. The machine is on its own to figure out the outputs and predictions. Then reinforced learning, here the reward and punishment approach is used. If like a sensor car is left in the market, if it strucks an object, 1 point awarded, and if it is if it strucks the object, hits any object, then 1 minus point, and if it crosses that object without hitting it down, then +1 point will be given. So based on this learning is known as reinforced learning. Some examples are given in your book. Go through once very nicely. They have explained all the examples which you can read for your understanding. Last one is data science and AI. As you know, collecting the data from different digital signatures is data science, and then analyzing that whole data for feeding it to AI machines is known as analytics. So here, what type of technology is used? Two ways are given. Let's read it. Data science and AI data science prepares the data to be used by AI algorithms. Data science methods help prepare the training data to train the machine equipped with AI. Then another set of testing data is used to test the efficiency of its learning. So once it is trained, then another new data set will be created to test whether it is learned properly or not. Finally, AI application is prepared to analyze actual data. So there is technology involved at two major levels: technology to acquire and prepare data sets, to feed an algorithm, which is done initially, and finally technology for developing machine learning applications for the actual data. So many examples are given under this too, which you go through once and hope you will understand. A bit difficult this chapter, but if you will pay attention, you will understand this chapter thoroughly. So along with this chapter, I'll try to uh, give the exercise part. Only D and E part were left. If I'll complete it today, I'll forward. Otherwise, tomorrow. Check it today if it is there. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.